Okay, which one's yours? Second biggest. Oh, it's hard to tell. There's one boy and there's 4 girls. So, these 2 maybe? Yeah, see if they'll drink out of the bottle. Yeah, buddy. Oh, God!
Hey, what's up? Welcome to episode 1 of Witko in the Wild. If you follow me at all on Instagram, which I hope you do, and if not, you should. Anyways, you'll know that I share a lot about food. I think food is a great way for people to connect, and I think it's something that opens up bigger conversations and dialogues. And if you've been on my Instagram, you've probably seen the hashtag that I like to use, Meet Your Meat. And so I started using that when I got into hunting. That was my way of expressing, I guess, my reason behind hunting. I'm not to the point yet where I can support my family and myself entirely with wild meat. So what I decided to do is buy a pig from a local farmer. Today, I am very literally about to meet my meat. Yeah, so let's get out of the truck here and into the rain and go meet the pig.
This is Chris Brown, Farmer Brown as he's known in these parts. He's a founding member of the Farmship Growers Co-op that utilizes the property at Windlow Acres Farm to produce all sorts of yummy fruits and veggies that are sold at local farmers markets. They also raise pigs.
We're doing kind of like a pig CSA where people put a deposit down and then we raise a pig for people. So we raised 5 pigs for 5 different people this year. And they've got an acre of field to forage in to eat bugs and roots. They still get grain, which is the major protein source, and then they get the food from the food bank, which gives them a lot of different nutrients. Okay, so this is food from the Loaves and Fishes Food Bank. They've got a program called Food Recovery, where they sort expired food on behalf of grocery stores, and they offer it to farmers to feed to their animals. So we are able to feed our pigs for a greatly reduced cost, while stopping this from going into the landfill. So because the figs are going in tomorrow to the slaughterhouse, we've selected a lot of apples and sweet fruit, which will give the meat a sweet profile. So we are going to feed the pigs. Over the past 4.5-5 months, we've probably gathered about 3,000 kilograms of bread, veg, and dairy from the food bank to feed the pigs.
These bright pink beauties are what's known as American landrace pigs. The species was brought to the US from Denmark in the 1930s and is now one of the most common breeds used in commercial pork production. They're affectionate, curious, useful.
They serve a big purpose on the farm. They eat our leftover food, they till the field. You know, there's still emotions involved because they are living things. But there's also a sort of an agreement where there are food.
And they taste great.
If you were to take our pigs grown next to a commercial landrace pig, I think the meat profile would be very different. Just having a pork chop where you get to have like the true profile of the meat is pretty exciting too. So we do all sorts of different things with it, but the first time I ever tried a pig that I raised myself was a very exciting experience.
It's no secret that buying hyper-local, small-scale farmed meat is more expensive. But why does it matter? Why should you bother?
Knowing where your meat comes from is so important because it's hard to not get political with it, but essentially commercial meat, those animals are slaves, and it's one of the greatest injustices that are happening in the world right now. Animal awareness and food awareness is kind of a gateway into the bigger picture of how we're treating our planet right now. And I think right now awareness is happening the most, and then behavior needs to change next.
Remember the greens you saw Chris picking at the beginning? These pigs love their greens, so Chris thought it would be perfect for their last meal.
Well, this is their their last morsel. It's mostly chickweed, which is a wild edible, and then there's something called a dead nettle, which is a winter green as well. So, oops, give them some greens. Oh yeah, going for it.
So there we go. That's kind of the end of the first episode. Got to meet the pigs and then give them their last meal of greens. Tomorrow afternoon or the following morning, they'll be loaded into the trailer and brought up island to the abattoir and butchers. So the next episode, we'll have a little chat with them. We'll see a bit about that process. Then the third episode, our pig we're actually taking whole, and we're going to bring it home. And my buddy Dave, who's a whole animal butcher from Vancouver, is going to come over and kind of show me the ropes on how to properly butcher up a pig. And then episode 4, we're going to cook some of it. We're gonna make some bacon, a ham, and who knows what else. Thanks for watching. I hope it was interesting, and follow me on Instagram if you want, Witko in the Wild, and subscribe and like and all that other stuff that I'm supposed to say. But yeah, see you later.